In this video, I want to go through some important NDEB deadlines, dates for the year 2021, and just to keep it on your calendar and to kind of know what to expect. So let's get right into it. All right, welcome back everyone. So let's see, I'm going to start with AFK. So we know that the AFK exam is February 2nd, 2022. I'm going to draw a little, timeline here just to make things a bit compact. Okay, so we got Feb 2022. That is the AFK. All right, now the exam, the registration for the exam opens. You can see here it says open date is October 4th. So now we've known this for a while. So there is an open registration open date, which means there are going to be seats that are guaranteed for everyone, like for the, let's call the participants, the public participants, right? Remember the guaranteed, the priority people from the Feb and December from last time, from the previous batches. I made a bunch of videos about that, AAC and all that stuff. But basically, those people still get some priority, but there's going to be leftover seats for people to kind of compete for, and whoever could register for it first come, first serve, right? So that gives us that kind of know that there is going to be one. And the registration deadline for the AFK in Feb 2022 is November 17th. So you have around a month and a half after the opening until you could register. So let's note this down. Let's go here, say you got here November, okay, November 17 of 2021. That's AFK deadline. And then you have October 4, 2021 is AFK open. So I want to keep your attention a bit, or just keep something in your mind here, okay? It's probably safer to say that you want to look at the October 4 as the deadline, okay? So some of you may be like, what? It's November 17th. Yeah, but with the way things are happening, the booking speed, you want to look at October 4 as kind of being the deadline if you want to play it safe, right? Because most likely the priority students are going to take some seats in the AFK of Feb 2022. Then the leftover seats, they're going to get booked by all the people that have been waiting, right? So I think October 4th, people are going to wake up, keep monitoring that, refreshing that NDEB page until they get in and book it. And I think it's going to be full pretty quickly. So realistically, October 4th is kind of the practical deadline. So that could give you some, thought, because when did you send your documents in? Now, I've made a video about this before where we talked about how the NDEB changed their processing time for the documents. So if you go back to this page in the news, you can see that they have said it's 22 weeks, which is, what did we say that was? 5 months and a half, right? 5 months and a half. So if you go back even here, you can see that on this page, frequently asked questions, it says, if everything's submitted correctly here, it's 18 weeks. So 4 months and a half. Okay. Which one is it, right? I don't know. But let's just say 5 months average, 4 months and a half, 5 months. Let's say the average is 5 months. So from October 4, that means if you have, sent your documents in, let's look at Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, right? So you need to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the maximum time. So anywhere, if you sent your documents here, I would say this is a red zone, right? You might get your approval in between these two areas, but that's not the issue. The deadline itself is not the issue. I don't think it even matters anymore, because I think it's going to be fully booked before the deadline. Okay. That's just a prediction. And So if you sent your documents anywhere here, it's kind of risky. If you sent it before, just keep that in mind. Now you know the registration date opening, right? Okay, so that's one. And just to keep things in perspective here, if you like the way I explain things here, if you like this video, please like the video and subscribe. And if you find that you like the way I'm teaching or I'm explaining things, you know, this is how we teach in our course, in our AFK course, in our AFK online course, and our ACJ online course. So check those out if you're interested. And also you could, you know, email us at info@scholarsdental.com. We'll be glad to answer all your questions. And also if you want to book a consult, we could assess your situation and see which date course is right for you. But for this exam, our course starts, if I put the courses in blue, is going to start around September. So it will be here. So that's how our course would be from here to here to prepare for the Feb 2022 exam. Okay, so yes, you're going to start the course, then you don't know if you're going to get into the exam because of the deadlines of the booking speed, right? So that's always a risk you have to take, I think, if you want to guarantee that if you do get into the exam, you started, you know, you want to be prepared. You don't wait until you know you got into the exam, then start asking about a course. You're already 2 months late and behind everybody. You shouldn't do that. Okay. The other thing is, since our course starts around September 1st, I really recommend, I tell everybody, try to register a bit earlier so that we ship the books to you and you get the books in time as the course starts. Okay, so that's when our course starts here in the blue for the AFK. I'm going to put that AFK here. All right, and let's look at the ACJ just to have a complete picture of what's coming up in 2021. So the ACJ, interestingly, it's like, you know, they have it October 1st is the registration deadline. So this one's in November 26, 27. That's the exam. So the November exam, let's make this in black as well. November 27, let's say 2021. This is where the ACJ is. Okay. And the opening date for this registration looked like it was in August, right? So it opens in August 25, and then the deadline is October 4. So August 25 right here, this is when ACJ opening is. And the deadline is the same date. So this is also ACJ deadline. Okay, so this is another thing to pay attention that I tell a lot of students in our consults to keep an eye on, or just kind of pay attention to, is that if you've taken the August exam, so also in August, what was going on, guys? The AFK exam, right? So we also had an AFK exam in August. So, you know, by the way, congratulations to everybody that worked hard, prepared, studied, and then went to the exam. Good luck, and you know, hope things go well for you all. And that's when the exam happened. So to get your results, if the ACJ opening date is in August 25th, right? So the 25th, and the exam was just, you know, what was it, 7th or something. So you might not, most likely you're not going to get your results in time to start registering. So I tell students there is a chance, a good chance actually, that you might not get into the ACJ right after your AFK. So students that did this exam here in August, this one, the AFK, most likely will end up doing the ACJ in May of 2022, just because of timing, right? It's not their fault. So that it is like, you know, impractical because you're wasting more time. It could be good for you because you have more time to prepare. And actually, we have some cool offers for our ACJ students that to help them register ASAP, right? So they don't waste time, and you know, we give them certain extensions until they get to their exam date. So, you know, again, we could talk about that in a consult. You could ask us. We'll help our ACJ students out as well. Basically, that's it. So now you know that if you've done the AFK in August, most likely you might not get into the ACJ in November, unfortunately. But maybe you got lucky and you will. Maybe the seats are not that packed, right? The deadline is October 4th for that. Okay. Our course for the ACJ actually begins usually in September. So kind of with our AFK course. So you can see our ACJ course will be kind of, I mean, I could do it in purple. It's the same kind of extent like this until the exam date right here. Sorry, the exam date right here. That's ACJ. Okay. However, again, I told you we have special extensions. So let's say you come to that course, even if you don't know your results for the AFK and you couldn't get into the ACJ exam, we will help you out and ask you, help to come back to take the course again for your May exam. Okay. But talk to us first so we see if you are a candidate for that. Now, that's pretty much it for the deadlines. I just want to make sure you know when the actual deadline is for the AFK, which is November 17, but practically it's going to be October 4th. So make your calculations based on that. Hopefully, whoever, I can't say all of you hopefully get in because that's impossible. So, good luck to you all. And let's see, what was the last one is the, basically we have the ACS, which is kind of like, says here the exam is in December, but registration open date to be assigned. Okay, so the exam is in December. So if we want to add another one here, I'll add this one maybe in a different color. So December here of 2021, you have the ACS and the opening for it is to be assigned. Most likely, I'm wondering if people, or to be determined, I'm wondering if people really want to do this one and just kind of wait until 2022 to see what's the new process like. I'm still excited and kind of curious about how often the ACS is going to happen. I really want to know the answers to those. So guys, hopefully this helped and kind of compacted everything for you. Keep them in your calendars for AFK people and for people waiting for the ACJ. Contact us for, any course information to book your consult, and also register for the course early so you get your books on time before the course starts. And that's pretty much it, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.